in today's motorhome chat I shall be presenting to you this vehicle. It's the Pilote 781GJ, and first thing, as I've already apologised before, I want to keep on apologising, it is I filmed this at the CMT trade fair in Stuttgart with my new Sony A6000 camera, and it's come out rather weaker, and I thought the stabilization and the low light performance would be somewhat better. Now, having been there and published the first couple of films, somebody said to me, you need a gimbal. Well, I haven't got a gimbal. Well, I didn't have a gimbal, I should say, when this was made, but look what I've now done. I went here yesterday and I came back with this. So I've now got a gimbal. Unfortunately this film wasn't filmed with one, but future films will be with a gimbal. And I took it out last night. Took a bit of I think it's going to take a bit of getting used to. I mean, trying to work things out and getting the balance right on it and things. It's a bit fiddly, but never mind, I'll try and get the hang of it. Next week I'm going to Germany. I will be at Knaus, Heimer, Cartago and Deathlefs, and I'll do some more filming with the gimbal, so hopefully I'll be able to produce films of a better quality. Now, I took it out last night and I was walking around. Here's a bit of film of from last night. Well, I haven't got the hang of it yet, but if you think this film sort of looks okay, then that's what I will be doing henceforth. So anyway, there's a bit of news there. And the reason I got the camera, in fact, was because I was using this thing here, which is a handy camera. I got this in Santa Barbara in 2012, so January 2012, and $700. And really, I think it's been excellent film, some really good film to shot with it. The trouble is the angle of the here. Having said that, with a gimbal it may even work quite well, so I'll be obviously trying to use this as well at times when the battery runs out or something of that nature. However, I did buy a second battery for the Sony. I know there are people who say you need to have 5 batteries for a full day's use with the Sony. Well, I've got 2. See how that goes. Now, let's get on to the real topic of today's chat, which is this film from Stuttgart, and I'll tell you a little bit more about the Pilote van before we go anywhere. Let's have a photo of the van, please. Thank you. So, the Pilote G781GJ, it's based on the Fiat Ducato on a low-frame Al-Ko AMC chassis. It measures 787 centimeters by 230 centimeters and offers 5 belted positions and 5 seats around the table and 4 sleeping places, although you can have an extra 2 sleeping places if you so desire. Driver and passenger seats are from the Italian manufacturer Agouti, which makes a number of luxury manufacturers' seats, including in this case Pilote. So on a 4,500 kilo basis, you can get well over 1 ton of payload inside, and there's plenty of places to put that 1 ton of payload because there's a huge garage at the back. There are storage lockers, obviously, and there's spaces within the double floor. Now, the body's made from styrofoam-extruded polystyrene foam. It's got a hail-resistant roof, GRP-skinned underfloor, and it's held together by interlocking aluminium extrusions. As far as they're concerned, in the film that I actually made of my own motorhome rebuild, you can see how we actually used aluminium extrusions in that. Of course, I'm sure Pilote does a better job than we did in that film. So they saying a bit more about the double floor. It's 21 centimeters deep. It's heated, so that'll give you a bit of extra protection against the cold, and it reduces noise, as well as offering additional storage, and comes with, the whole thing comes with a 5-year waterproof guarantee, which is more or less now standard. Indeed, there are companies that now offer 7 or even 10 years water ingress guarantees. Right then, so you've heard a little bit about the van and you've seen a few pictures. Let's now go over to Stuttgart and see the film. Stuttgart, the 17th of January 2018. I'm at the CMT Trade Fair. This is the Pilote G781 motorhome, which will cost something like 108,000 euros or thereabouts, depending on whatever you put into it. And it's pretty smart though, as you'd expect for a vehicle of this nature. So let's have a quick look inside. Well, it's I'll give you some quick facts here on it though. 130 litre freshwater tank, 120 litre wastewater tank, and you have it on a 4.5 tonne basis. Let's come inside and go to the very back, and we can see in this case it's got 2 single beds which are joinable. Under the single beds we've got a bit of hanging space down there, and also on the other side as well, and also you can get in like that. Do that on both sides as you wish. You've got a locker there, and one there. And if you want to sit up in bed and read, you can do that. And you've got lights there to help you do so. And up here we've got a skylight, so if you want to get out and sit on the roof, you can do that as well via the bed. I like to get up and sit on the roof. Maybe you don't. In that case, that would only be an option, but you'll get the skylight anyway. There's the view down the vehicle. Got a bit of storage here under there. Big shower, domestic sized, plenty of room there, and a skylight up there. Presently it's because it's got these lights there, which but normally wouldn't have a bit of wood stuck up there. That's just for the show. Got a big mirror here so you can see yourself as you come out the shower. So if you want to shower, have a shave in the shower, you can do so. Of course, you'd have to leave that door there open. If you want to close yourself in the bedroom, you can do that. And there's the toilet. Toilet's got somewhere to hang some towels on or something of that nature. Sink, big mirror, more storage, shelf for your toothpaste and these sort of things. So plenty of storage in there. Nice toilet. Now going down here. Now, one thing I do appreciate in some Pilote models is the way the kitchen is laid out. Now, what I do like is this. Now, this may not suit everybody because of the distance from where I'm standing now to where the pots would be. And for somebody of my height, that shouldn't be any problem whatsoever. But for somebody who's smaller than I am, and for example, if somebody maybe only 160 in height, that may be a little bit too far. But I'll point that one out. Let's get the burners seen. So you can imagine you're stirring something over here. It is a little bit of a distance. Better if this were done with 2 people. Unfortunately, I come here by myself. There we have the sink. Up here we've got the lights, but that's for the kitchen. And you've got up there spice rack. Charge your mobile phone up there. Probably rather do that at the back, but you can do it up the back because there's electric points up there as well next to the bed. Down here in this model you've got a Thetford oven, which is the sort of thing you get in British spec but you tend not to get in German spec. Down here, look at that deep drawer, plenty of room there for your booze. And if you need any knife and forks, if you use them, you can keep them in there. Lockers up here. Under the locker we've got a extractor. Let's have a look up here. Oh, that's pretty big, isn't it? Plenty of space there. And spare bed down here. So if I walk down here, let's have a look at the ground first of all. Now, you see it's flat. Now, I do appreciate a flat motorhome. Okay, there's a step up there, and obviously steps up to the bed. but no step here. Table is really big, and I'm really proud of my new table that I just put into my motorhome. But it's not as big as that one. And mind you, motorhome isn't as big as this one, so that's to be understood. We've got seating there, seating there. This one here looks a bit like a throne. Of course, you don't have to have these things there if you don't want them there. They move out, so you can still kind of get your feet up there on the chair. No door on this side, which is a good idea because you've already got a door on the other side, on this side I should say. But you've got storage down there, space for your maps and other things you might want to keep on your journey. And there is a drawer on the driver's side, and as you can see it's on a Fiat basis. There you've got your rear view camera, and down here the advantage of the integrated model is you got this space up front, which I think personally is a good thing. You've also got the navigation there as well. This one here is on a automatic gearbox, but you can have all sorts of options. That's it. If you want a manual one, if you're like me, you want a manual, but you can have that. If you like everybody else, you can have a automatic. You got a big fridge there, storage above the fridge, telly up there. Alright, what do you think of this? You like this one? Personally, I'm so keen on the beds, but I mean, okay, I'd have to find the version with the bed went along the back, the widthwise bed. For me, it would be, I think, a little bit too big. Because the trouble is, the bigger van, it's difficult to park. You know, if you're in the United States, you know, it's easy because the roads are big and you don't have the small Mediterranean type villages there. You can always find parking. Here in Europe, it's different. And this van, it's nice inside, but you know, it is getting to the point where it's difficult to park. Right, well, we've seen it now. Ooh. Right, I've often talked about hitting my head on the bed. And there you saw I hit my head on the bed as I came out. I didn't do that deliberately, I did it accidentally. Now, that is when people say about the spare bed, about having a spare bed for the one time in the year when the kids come with you, there's a very good argument against it. If you don't mind hitting your head frequently against the bed, then it's no problem. Just met a lady, I was talking to a lady who bought a van, and she said to me, it wasn't this one, it was another one, but she did say to me, oh well, yes, the kids might come with them. I said, how old are the kids? They're 22 and 25. Right, they might come with you. Okay, do you really want to hit your head for a might? Very good. Okay, so we'll leave this with a view of the underfloor storage. And here's some other stuff from Pilote, which you can see in other films, because I've filmed just about everything here. And so we'll go out. Do you want to turn the lights off? Good job I'm here, isn't it, I tell you.